And Hoosier fans packed Memorial Stadium for last weekend's home opener. It was the first time they've been allowed to attend in person for more than a year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But as Adam Pinsker reports, health officials think it's safe enough to allow fans back in the stands.
For the first time since 2019, fans are back in full force at Memorial Stadium, both in the parking lots tailgating as well as inside the stadium. And even though you don't need a mask in most areas of Memorial Stadium, health officials recommend you bring one of these just in case.
So we've got some mild and hot sauces.
The sights, sounds, and smells of tailgating outside of Indiana's Memorial Stadium are back in 2021.
That'll be around.
After fans were banned from tailgating and attending IU games last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
This is what it's all about.
Chris Jusovich was one of only a handful of fans allowed into the stadium last year, only because his son Jordan plays for the Hoosiers. But it was a different story Saturday when nearly 44,000 fans packed into the stadium for the Hoosiers' season opener against Idaho. Players and coaches embraced the crowd noise.
And I just appreciate it so much. It means so much to our players. I know they noticed it immediately, when they came out during warm-ups and they were engaged. They weren't just sitting there, they were into it. And I just really appreciate our students, and that student section was awesome, and it's got to continue.
Indiana University officials decided not to require fans to wear masks, citing the high vaccination rates among students and staff. Purdue has a similar policy. Shortly before IU's season started earlier this month, head coach Tom Allen said his team's vaccination rate was north of 90%. But while officials acknowledge there is no mask requirement, they say that doesn't mean you should leave them at home.
Safety, as I like to say all the time, is not binary. The more you do, the better. High levels of vaccination make it safer. Outdoor makes it safer. Wearing a mask will make it safer for you. Wearing a better mask will make it safer. Surgical mask is better than a cloth mask. K95 is better than a surgical mask.
Last season, several college football games had to be rescheduled or canceled due to COVID cases spreading among players. This season, the Big Ten Conference made it clear there would be no mulligans. In a statement released before the start of the season, the commissioner's office said the conference has determined that if one of its member institutions is unable to play a conference contest due to COVID-19, that contest shall be declared a forfeit and will not be rescheduled. That contest shall be considered a loss for the team impacted by COVID-19 and a win for its opponent in the conference standings, which means much like on the field of play, there is little margin for error when it comes to preventing the spread of the virus during sporting events. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Adam Pinsker.
Now, Saturday's game against number 8 Cincinnati is sold out, but it will be televised on ESPN. Kickoff is scheduled for noon. And that's the end of this program, but our work continues online as we cover the news throughout the week at WTIUnews.org. Have a great weekend.